Hello and welcome to day one of Qualifier weekend. In yesterday's video, we did, of course, qualify for Qualifier weekend. It's a lot of qualifications. But what that means is today, I have the ability to potentially make day two of the Qualifier weekend. And if I do well in day two of the Qualifier weekend, then that gives me an invite to the Arena Championship. As you can see here, I need to get to 7 wins before I get to 3 losses in best of 3 sealed, which is going to be a lot of Magic the Gathering. And we are ready to build our deck. So let's go ahead and build the deck. But before I do, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Check out tcgplayer.com for any Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product that you might be interested in. If you want to buy cards through tcgplayer.com, Bloomburrow sealed product, Bloomburrow limited cards for constructed, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below. Additionally, if you want Magic the Gathering supplies like playmats, deck boxes, playmats, it's early, sleeves, and dice boxes, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon and get 10% off your first order. All right, let's build our deck. 6 packs. Hopefully this pool is as good as yesterday's pack, because yesterday we had a really nice black-white sealed pool, and we opened 10 rares. That's always nice. And how is this my first Wren when I already have a Wren? Anyways, let's take a look here. Kindred Charge. That doesn't seem all that exciting, but there are some exciting cards. We had this in yesterday's draft. Lunar Convocation is just okay, but Salvation Swan is excellent. 4 mana for a 3/3 flash flyer that gets to blink something, which is always nice. Innkeeper's Talent is one of the best rares in the entire set, so very, very happy with that. Emberheart Challenger is a solid 2 mana creature, 2 mana 2/2 haste prowess, and then Valiant. When you do, you get to basically play cards. Vren the Relentless is awesome if we get a very good blue-black pool. Eluge is not great. I mean, triple blue is a lot. Iridescent Vine Lasher is also very, very solid. Dream Dew Entrancer is also one of the best rares in the set. So having Innkeeper's Talent and Dream Dew Entrancer is a great, great start. And then there's Valley Mightcaller. So this is also just a solid, solid beater. Imagine a start with turn 1 Valley Mightcaller into turn 2 Innkeeper's Talent. And hopefully maybe we can do something like a green deck splashing blue, or maybe green-black splashing blue, any of those cards, any of those options, but we have to, of course, see our mana fixing. So let's take a look at the sealed pool here. Starting things with white, we have Crumb and Get It. Just trying to put in all the decent playable white cards. White looks okay, but unimpressive. Blue, I'm going to imagine, is just likely not going to be very good, just because just blue by itself, blue is the worst color. So in sealed deck, usually that means you're likely to not get a decent blue pool. Taking a look at black here, we have Bonecash Overseer, Divine Lasher. The Bandit's Talent, I imagine, is a little bit better in sealed deck because it's slower. Feed the Cycle is fine. Daggerfang Duo is fine. Hazel's Nocturne, I think, is very, very good in sealed deck. There's Wix Patrol, Stargaze. Okay, black looks like a solid option here out of the cards that we've seen so far. Moving into red, we have okay options, but nothing too crazy. I don't think I want Kindred Charge. Choose a creature type. Yeah, that doesn't seem especially good. Hoping, I'd be shocked if we don't end up playing green, given that we have the Valley Mightcaller, a couple of cash grabs, Innkeeper's Talent, 3-Tree Rootweaver, Clifftop Retreat. Okay, triple Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Yeah, we are slamming green. Hivespine Wolverine. Okay. Green, definitely on the menu here. And let's see. Pawn Prophet, Dream Dew Entrancer, Head of the Homestead, triple Hidden Grotto. Our mana fixing doesn't seem that great, but I think maybe something like a green-black deck splashing blue for the Dream Dew Entrancer could be something that I'm interested in, just because this card is so absurd. And if I go green-black splash blue, then I can still play 2 of my amazing rares here. So let's clean this up and see what the colors actually look like when I split things up. Alrighty, so this is what we have, and like I said, it really does feel like we're likely going to want to be, at the minimum, a green-based deck. Taking a look at the white cards here, they're fine. It does give me a decent curve, I will note. We have Jolly Gerbils, Life Creed Duo, Nettle Guard, so that gives us 3 2-drops along with the Seasoned Warren Guard. So if I wanted to go with a really aggressive start, I can see looking at something like this. There is a Salvation Swan that's kind of interesting. So I can kind of put this maybe off to the side here because that's certainly the type of card that you could potentially splash. Blue just looks horrible. So I just don't see myself wanting to actually play blue with maybe potentially a splash of a Mind Spiral and a splash of a Vren or a Dream Dune Trancer. Taking a look at the red, there's a lot of red cards. But as far as cards that I actually consider good, it's Take Out the Trash, Coruscation Mage, and Emberheart Challenger. Teapot Slinger's okay, but I don't know how much I love the red. If I did want to be a little more aggressive, I could see red-green as an option. But like Frilled Spark Shooter is kind of filler level. The Teapot Slinger is fine. But yeah, I mean, I can see a world where red can be a thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna... I think red might be the other option, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just see what a green-black deck looks like. Splashing blue. And kind of take it from there. I guess this technically counts. I kind of want to play the Pawn Prophet, although I really like it in blue-green just because it's easy to cast. But in black-green, maybe not so much. But the fact that you can also... If I'm splashing blue, I'm going to have a few more sources, right? And then also the fact that I have triple Sticky Tongue Sentinel really makes me want to play the Pawn Prophet. So kind of put that in here. Doesn't feel like it's going to be a Cindering Cutthroat deck. Head of the Homestead is still perfectly fine. And I might actually want to play the Bumbleflower Sharepot just because I think my deck lacks in removal. Okay, so this is what a Sultai deck looks like when it's kind of all spread out here. Let's look for some cuts. Not the big... Okay, we have a lot of spells. Stocking the Pantry certainly can be cut. Don't think I need to splash Mind Spiral necessarily. I have a lot of expensive cards as well. And Dewdrop Entrancer draws us cards, potentially, and so does the Stargaze, if we want to look for a card in the late game that can kind of get us there. Bandit's Talent doesn't seem especially good here, so I think I can go ahead and cut that. But like I said, I might want to play the Sharepot. Also, it's kind of... usually Bone Cache Overseer is good in a black-green draft deck, but if you look at this deck, how many ways do I even have to forage, right? I have, or create food even. I have, I'll probably cut this as double black. We have this card that forages, and that's basically it. And then Cash Grab can make us food, or the Sharepot. But the thing is with the Cash Grab, like I need to have a squirrel in play, and I don't even have a million squirrels, right? I have a Bone Cache Overseer. This does make me question whether or not black is even good. I have the Vine Lasher. Maybe the black is just not great. Like I have a Wix Patrol and a Feed the Cycle. And a Hazel's Nocturne for value. I'm wondering if I should in fact maybe go back to my blue cards here just because my green is so deep and maybe look towards that path just because, just taking a look here, outside of the Wix Patrol, like what, and the removal spell, like why should I even be playing the black? Just because the Overseer doesn't seem very good here. And this is kind of what we have so far. All right, let me just double check my blue just to make sure that it's terrible. Okay, never mind. The blue is also terrible. So I feel like the only other option I have is probably a red-green deck. So before I finalize what this deck's going to look like, I think this is roughly what my deck's going to look like. Maybe I cut like a Combat Trick, and then maybe I cut, a Glide Dive Duo or something along those lines. Maybe this is kind of what my deck kind of looks like. So let's go back and take a look really, really quickly at what a red-green deck would look like and kind of compare. Because this deck looks okay. Our curve is not perfect, but The black gives us access to removal and a bunch of 2-for-1s, right? You have the Hazel's Nocturne, which I think is very, very good in sealed, along with the Stargaze. And then we have access to the Dream Dew Entrancer, which is a great just way to lock something down forever, basically. Or I can tap down one of my things and then draw a bunch of cards. Also, with triple Sticky Tongue Sentinel, being able to use this as a way to draw some cards is also quite nice. And then this also allows us to play Vren, which admittedly is not as good. I mean, this card is still just awesome. The thing is, anytime something trades, like you just get extra tokens, and that can never be bad. Just because this deck doesn't quite have as much removal, we are 1000% going to play green because of how deep it is, along with the Innkeeper's Talent. But let's, once again, for the sake of posterity, is that the right way? I'm going to add the red cards here and see what that looks like. All right, so taking a look at the red-green deck, the curve certainly looks a little better, but I don't think, the thing is with sealed deck, the format's slower. I just don't think I don't think my red cards are aggressive enough for me to overpower the other sealed decks that I'm going to play against. So I think this gives me like maybe one or two more 2-drops, but I just don't think that there's enough power here to kind of take it down. So let's go back to the Sultai deck, basically. Okay, back to this, and man, the only concern here is I just have no removal. I just in my entire pool, I have no removal. The red has a take out the trash, so this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. You know, generally when you're black, oh, I guess I also have a Wix Patrol. But I don't know if I want to play the Sherpa just because I don't have any forage. And so it's a 7-mana card to kill something. And that just feels like it's a little bit too much. Now, it's a way to, I can rebuy it with the Sticky Tongue Sentinel, I guess. But I just don't know that it's necessarily something that I want. I think I can cut the Scales of Shale and the Sherpa here. I do like Cash Grab still, even if I don't have squirrels or that much, like, it allows me to find, I'm playing almost all permanents here anyways, so it's a nice way to smooth out your draws. It's an instant. It allows me to find kind of my bombs, which I think is kind of the route to victory here, I believe. So let's kind of play something like that. And now I just need to cut 2 cards. I'll figure out my mana base later. Let's take a look at Valley Mightcaller. I assume I'm just going to have enough. This gets triggered by basically everything, so it doesn't get triggered by these 2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. All right, probably need to cut. I like my 4s for the most part. I mean, honestly, it's probably just going to be 2 cards here in this part of the mana curve. I feel like Iridescent Vinelasher is also something I'm never going to play turn 1 really, but you know, turn 3 having this in play is pretty nice. You know, it's just 3 mana, get a 1/2 and a 1/1, but then every time you play a land, they take 2. So that's nice, a nice way to finish them off. I think Intimidator is the card I like the least out of my 4s, and then I probably just cut a 5 here as well. It's certainly not the Wolverine, so it's between Head of the Homestead and Glide Dive Duo, and I guess it's probably just the Glide Dive Duo. I think I like Head of the Homestead a little bit more. I think bouncing this is a little bit better with the Sticky Tongue Sentinel, and Head of the Homestead combos a little better with the Valley Mightcaller. I do think it's kind of close between the 2, and they're both fine. It's just they're both expensive cards, and I'd rather just cut something at the top, a higher end of my mana curve. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut Glide Dive Duo, and now this is kind of what we're looking at here. Now, I certainly don't want to play this many copies of Hidden Grotto. Probably like 1, maybe 2. We are looking to splash Vren and Dream Dew Entrancer. So we want at least 3 blue sources, possibly 4. I can probably go down to 1 island. And oops, maybe it's actually 2 grottos. Just because the grottos really help us find, or help us with our mana. It slows us down, but it does feel like it might be a necessary evil to be able to splash our cards. Because the thing is, these cards are just great even on turn 5, which is another reason to cut the 5s. So something along those lines. We need to cut another land here. Probably just going to cut a swamp. just because we have the Pond Prophet, the Root Weaver, the Valley Might Caller, and then also we have double Cash Grab, and double the Cash Grab will help us get the other colors of mana that we need. So gonna try something like this and see how it goes. Not feeling too great about this, just because, like I said, I don't have a lot of great removal, but I do have Innkeeper's Talent. So hopefully we just get good draws with Innkeeper's Talent and beat people down and try to kill people that way. All right. I need to pick up 7 wins with this deck. Oof. A most ambitious endeavor. All right, before round 1 starts, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the best way to do so is through my Patreon channel. Patreon.com/paulcheon is the link, and I do want to give a special shout out to all my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. It really does allow me to continue making this content. All right, 4 lands, Vine Lasher, double Cash Grab. Certainly going to keep this. Don't think I'm... Do I want to play this out turn 1, or do I wait till turn 3? Who am I kidding? I don't think playing this out turn 1 does that much. I'd rather just have the extra body. All right, turn 2, Looter from the opponent. Cash Grab is definitely going to be trying to get us a permanent here. Oh, I forgot that it had Vigilance. All right, Tempest. Wow, you got a spells deck here somehow going? Okay, what do I have? What does this do? It's a 2/2. I can either get a Sticky Tongue or a 3-tree, because that gives me a play next turn. Well, I guess no matter what, I have a play next turn in the Iridescent Vine Lasher. I might just want the mana here from the Root Weaver, just because I have that Wix Patrol. Or maybe I just play Sticky Tongue? This is close. Yeah, I'm going to take the Root Weaver. I think it's going to set me up the best, and it also gives me the mana fixing for the Dream Dune Transfer, which is awesome. Alright. Let's play the Root Weaver here. Wait, they didn't loot? What the heck? That's aggressive. Oh. Wow. That is extremely aggressive. I think I want to be able to go Root Weaver into Cash Grab. And then probably try to come back here with the Wix Patrol. Probably targeting the Tempest Angler. Discarding... I assume they're like blue-black or blue-red or something. Okay. Tempest Angler can be problematic here. Oh, blue-white. Interesting. Gosh, this is tough. Just because, like... they could have another spell. But... it's so brutal if they do. Yeah, okay. I need like a blue source here, I guess, to slow things down, or... oh, okay. Well, there's a Death Touch creature. I guess I can take that. They have 3 cards in hand. It's either the Hidden Grotto or the Daggerfang Duo. I'm gonna take the Daggerfang Duo. Wait, hold on. It also gives me a food. Alright, we are very, very good at milling ourselves. Do I need to mill more? I do have Hazel's Nocturne, I guess, and then I just want to make sure I hit something bigger with the Wix Patrol. They didn't loot again. How good is their hand? Ugh, gosh. What kind of what kind of deck am I playing against here? What the heck? All right, if they have another spell, I guess I'm just dead. Okay, that was really good. That was really, really good. So now I'm gonna go Offspring. And then I can cast Feed the Cycle. So I have some chump blockers here. Okay. They have another spell. Big surprise. Mabel's Metal. Okay. Sure. I gotta kill the Angler. They're gonna loot. Alright. I'm at 2 life. Do this. Kill the elite. Okay. Boom, 1 damage. Did we mill all of our blue sources? I think we have 1 grotto left. What the heck? Another Otterball elite. So now I have 2 recursive spells in my deck. If I can find it, it would be awesome. But we cannot. Alright. We have our 2 blue cards, but no blue sources. They're down to 2 cards. They do have a looter. So we have, what, a grotto left in our deck? Okay. Okay, they're at 5. Here's a 2/2. Now, if this dies, I can get back something good. I don't know what I don't know what that card is. It could be a Rush Shield Rampager. That's not bad. They played land number 7. Interesting. Hivespine Wolverine. This puts a +1/+1 counter on something. I'll run it out. Let's put it on the order. This makes it so that if they have a trick, they can't just kill the Orator. Shore up, sure. Wait, they should have looted first, right? Because it untaps. Also, couldn't they have forked this? Right? Couldn't they do this for 4 or something? Or copy... Yeah, there's just a lot that my opponent could be doing, I think, but... Alright, land. Ugh. Look at twice X cards. Put X cards from among them into your hand. So I can do this for 1. You lose X life. I mean, I should still do it, right? So I look at 2 cards. And I can choose to put something into my hand. I'll put Sticky Tongue Sentinel into my hand. And then if I attack, they have to block the Orator. And then I can play Sticky Tongue Sentinel and bounce my land. Okay, we were able to get that down against a very unique blue-white. It's like a blue-white spells deck, I guess? Something along those lines. So that was interesting. I'm not playing the share pot, but I think that's fine. I feel like my current situation is pretty reasonable. So let's just go ahead and, well, let's take, you know, we're playing for something here. Let's be a little more careful here. I have Scales of Shale, but that's not very good against Unsummon, which they showed us. Do they have a lot of flyers? Presumably they have some flyers, but I have triple Sticky Tongue Sentinel and Treetop Sentries. Maybe this is a matchup, though, where Glide Dive Duo is better than Head of the Homestead, but I really, really like the synergy between this and the Might Caller. So I'm just going to leave it, and hopefully we can get the next one. I didn't think we were going to win that one, to be honest. But I guess our opponent, yeah, that was just an odd game in general. Okay, taking a look at this hand, 2 Swamps, Vine Lasher, Daggerfang Duo, Feed the Cycle on the draw. I'm going to keep this. Hope to draw land number 3, and then we'll be okay. Like I said, I'm going to wait on the Vine Lasher until turn 3. Then we'll just play this now. The way I look at it is if I play it right now, I still, even if they play a blocker, I still just guarantee deal 2 damage to them every turn. Which isn't always going to be the case with the duo. And then even the Sticky Tongue Sentinel, I can just bounce a land. And do that if I wanted. Wax Wane Witness. Alright. I'll just play Daggerfang Duo. Yes, mill myself. No attacks. One of our very few Forge cards, along with the Treetop Sentinels. Veteran Guard Mouse. Okay. Here I will play a Sticky Tongue Sentinel, but I'm just going to bounce a land. Because I'm missing my land drop for the turn. And then we can still smack them for 2 with the Vine Lasher. And this gives us a nice little reach creature. Now, it is because they have that combat trick that gives like +2/+2 and +1/+1, it makes me really not want to attack. If I had a way to just cast Feed the Cycle in response, that would be awesome. But we might be in a little bit of a racing situation here. But given I have double Iridescent Vine Lasher, I think we're reasonably set up to race. Alternatively, I can just make them use the combat trick. And then finish off the Waxwane Witness and then attack for 5. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. Or they just have nothing, which is also fantastic, and we just took 2 less damage. Okay. So the Sentinel can't attack. I guess I just attack with the Duo again. And then now I'm going to go Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Bounce Forest again. Play the Forest, smack them for 2 with the Vine Lashers, and then play the Root Weaver. Alright. I love me a Sticky Tongue Sentinel. It's just so versatile. 3 mana for a 3/3 reach, you're just playing anyways, and then, you know, being able to bounce your lands or any of your ETB creatures. I absolutely love this creature. Alright, next turn we're going to have access to 5 mana. We can use Feed the Cycle. We can once again do the Sticky Tongue Sentinel bounce land into Feed the Cycle if we want as well. They're at 8 life, so now we are really threatening lethal here, so they have to be pretty careful with their attacks as well. We have the Hivespine Wolverine if they play Banishing Light. Wix Patrol if I draw land number 6 to kill something, which would be fantastic because it kills anything that they have, and they go down to 6 because I get 2 triggers here off the Vine Lasher. Sugar Coat. Alright, well, I can kill it with the Wolverine or use this as a life gain option. Alright, no attacks from the opponent here. They do have 2 mana available. I actually think I'm just going to play the Wolverine here. Okay. So I can attack with this. Hold on, can I attack with everything? Not really. Because I don't want to run these into the guard mouse. So that's a pretty free attack, though. Yeah, I mean, trading my 3-drop for their 4-drop, I am in for that. And now we have 4 cards in our graveyard, so Feed the Cycle can be 2 mana. We also have Wix Patrol here that we can use. Double block the Waxbane Witness, make them use whatever it is that they might have. Okay. Oh, is it double Mabel's Metal? Oh, shore up, okay. I mean, they use 2 spells to kill 1 Sticky Sentinel. I think I can live with that. Alright, so here I want to go Vren into Feed the Cycle, probably. And the question is, what do I want to kill? Or I can just wait. I can just wait, actually. The reason why I want to set up the Vren now is this triggers at the end, at each end step. And then additionally, if I go Feed the Cycle, if I go Feed the Cycle into Wix Patrol, that's really, really good. And I need to full control this so I don't get to my end step. I really do not care. Do I care about the flyer? I think I care more about the 3/4. So let's go ahead and forage and kill this. And remove 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I remove all my expensive stuff? No, I have a 5-drop in my yard. Alright, boom. Go to 4. Play this. Yep. Alright. We got one. We got one. Yes. We are at least on the scoreboard. But I fully expect the opposition to get tougher as we continue going through the wins here. Like I said before, I don't feel super confident about my deck. We have lots of issues. Our curve isn't great. We don't have a lot of removal. We do have a couple of good rares. Actually, we have 3 decent rares. So if we can draw them, maybe we can get there. But a lot has to go right for this deck to actually be able to pull it off, I feel. All right, we have all the colors. Sticky Tongue Sentinel, Feed the Cycle ahead of the Homestead. Definitely keeping this. Probably just running out of turn 3 Sticky Tongue. Unless I draw a Clifftop Lookout. Clifftop Lookout would be nice. They scry to the top. Don't want to bounce a land this time. Alright, our opponent also playing black-green with a potential splash. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it's that or discard 2 lands. I think I'd rather discard 2 lands, to be honest. Gosh, playing this without being able to forage is just the worst feeling ever. I think I'm gonna wait. It's like my only forage card. And I'm 1 card away. And I just don't see myself actually winning by like playing this, you know what I mean? Daggerfang Duo. Don't really want that. Alright. So now we can actually cast Feed the Cycle, which is pretty nice. Can they tick this up? It doesn't do that much if they tick it up right now. Using a removal spell on on Tree Guard Duo definitely doesn't seem ideal, so... Unless my opponent just does absolutely nothing, and then I can guarantee an attack for 8. Oh, they gave me a fish? Wait, no, it's just a normal fight spell. Sure. Okay. Our opponent at least has as many Unholy Grottos as we do. Or excuse me, Hidden Grottos. Oh, jeez. Hunter's Talent as well? Well, okay, that was a big turn. They killed 2 of my creatures there. Wow. And then I guess if they double pump, they can draw cards. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna play this. Use it as a Mole Drifter. Pass. So I do have Feed the Cycle available. So if my opponent just wants to go double Hunter's Talent, that's fine. You know what I mean? Oh, that was a great draw. That was a great, great draw. So I can use Hivespine Wolverine here to kill the Hunter's Talent. Although, do I need to do it immediately? That I don't know. I don't think that I do, actually. So if that's the case, what am I more interested in? It's probably just the Rush Shield Rampager. The thing is, for Hunters, like, they don't have a 4-power creature right now. And if they attack me, I can just block. Like, I'm happy trading Glide Dive Duo for my Dream Doing Trancer. It's fine. All right. Another Glide Dive Duo, sure. All right, Innkeeper's Talent. That is a very, very good draw. The question is, do I need to get that going now, or do I just want to play the Wolverine for this? I mean, getting this going seems really, really good. And then I can just use the Feed the Cycle to kill the flyer, maybe. I mean, alternatively, I can go... Oh, no, this is what I can do. I can play this. Yeah, this is better. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3. Sure. I forgot that this was an option. No! Oh, this was the only way I could tap it, actually. And then we just play Innkeeper's Talent. And then we put a counter on the Treetop Sentries, and boom! They do not have a great attack. Next turn. And then next turn we can play out the Wolverine and also tick this up. Polywallop! Ugh! That was like the literal perfect. Oh, that's gross. Ah, alright. That's gross. Oh well. Perhaps that was a little bit greedy on my part. Let's kill that. And then put a counter here. Attack. Want to keep cards in my hand because of this Bandit's Talent card. Thinking. This makes me take 2 anyways. So if I use this card, I take 3 less damage. Alright, I'll take 3. I'd rather just be able to use this for a bigger creature. Okay, Brambleguard Veteran. Wix Patrol, what a draw. Wow. Now where do I want to put a counter? Okay. Interesting. Because now, but I still take damage here from the Glide Dive Duo, that's the problem. But I think it's still worth. Can I forage? Yeah, let's forage. One, two, three. Because I want to keep the card in my hand here because of Bandit's Talent. And then let's level. And then, but then I also want to double level here. And then we'll pass. Okay. I probably want to use the Wix Patrol here. I want to use the Wix Patrol on the Glide Dive Duo. If one or more counters on a player, put twice that many of each of those kinds. Okay, sure. All right, Wix Patrol. Kill the duo. Ooh, got an Orator too. All right, this is looking very good now. Whew. What a game. A lot of back and forth here. Our opponent's got Polywallop, a lot of fight effects. A lot of fight effects and some Glide Dive duos, which are pretty good. Do I have any other disenchant effects maybe? I don't. The games do seem to go a little bit longer in this particular matchup, so maybe something like a share pot is fine here. Should I be trying to set up for a very, very long game and just board accordingly? Yeah, I think I'll board in the Glide Dive Duo just because they had a couple as well, just to make sure that I have the flyers covered. And then we'll just cut ahead of the homestead just for curve purposes. And we'll just try this out. I don't want to get too crazy with how I sideboard. I don't even know if that's correct, but... All right, our opponent probably on the play. Could see a world where they choose to draw. All right, I'm keeping. Gonna lead with Forest because I have this Pawn Prophet here. Persistent Marshstalker, okay. Perfect. Drawing the Forest was so clutch here, now that I have this Pawn Prophet. Wow, and we found Innkeeper's Talent. Oh man. Corpseberry Cultivator from the opponent. Okay, so now what do we do? Here's the thing, with Innkeeper's Talent, you kind of want to get it going as quickly as possible, but if I do play it this turn, I just feel like I'm going to deeply, deeply regret it. I think the play here is to play the Daggerfang Duo here. Because this just puts two creatures into play. If they do some forage shenanigans, I'm fine. They had a bunch of bite effects, or a fight. They had a fight spell. If they have a bite spell, it's not that great for me. Oh wow, they also have a Vine Lasher, but they didn't have a land. Okay. So this is a really, really interesting turn. I can either play a Vine Lasher and just start pinging my opponent, or just start building up combat stats. I'm going to build out combat stats. So this is kind of the turn, but the thing is they missed a land drop, so this is definitely my shields down moment here. But the reason why I put a counter here, even though I might want to bounce this with the Sticky Tongue Sentinel, is the fact that this, if they kill my duo, I still have a Pawn Prophet that can eat one of these two creatures on the right. Wow, did they just have nothing to do? Wow. Well, that's amazing for us. I think this is really the only play. Cast this with Offspring, and then now we can start putting counters on the Vine Lashers. And then now I have Wix Patrol plus Sticky Tongue, so I'm kind of looking to do that if possible. All right, we drew Innkeeper's Talent. This one is not looking bad. This one is not looking bad. Probably going to use Wix Patrol here on the Corpseberry Cultivator, as that's like the most threatening creature on this board state, because I don't care so much about the land situation. Cleaning up the board. Sure. All right. Play this. And then play Wix Patrol. Try to kill the Vine Lasher. Put a counter here. All right. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty tough for our opponent to win from this spot. Now, they might have a removal spell here for Wix Patrol, I guess. Peerless Recycling, gift me a card. Return 2... Yeah, okay. That's not going to get it done. All right, so I can return 2 creatures from my graveyard. So I can return Hivespine Wolverine and maybe the Hivespine Worm. Or Pawn Prophet. A lot of different options here. All right. This is such a beating. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I basically, like, I know I'm super far ahead, so I just don't want to mess this up. That's all. They have to block with everything. This is interesting. Like, I don't really want to sticky tongue my Wix Patrol, right? They're at 10 life. But having an extra creature in play just seems really, really good. Alright, let's just bounce the Grotto. I just can't imagine they can come back from this. But this just gives me 2 extra points of damage. It's like I'm bouncing something that deals 2 damage, and then also surveils. And then this also deals 2 damage. Like, I have 6 damage in my hand. And I can also put counters on this, making it a 5/5. And next turn, good shot, I can just attack with everything. Depending. And all my creatures have Ward 1 with counters on them. So the Sticky Tongue Sentinel is the only one that they can really kill without having to pay an extra tax. All right, Thornplate Intimidator. I'm just going to take 3. Okay. Maybe there's a world where I'm supposed to attack with these as well, because I have the Hazel's Nocturne. What do they block? Oh. Sure. Alright, they're at 1, and then we just get back this and whatever. This. And 2-0. 2-0. We just need to draw that rare every single game. We just need to draw that rare every single game. That rare is completely absurd. We drew really well that game. We kept the 2-lander, didn't have a second green source, but drew the second green source immediately to play the Pawn Prophet, and then our hand was really, really smooth afterwards. So if we can continue to do that, sure, we can make day 2. All right, play first. Yep, hand is definitely good. And I'm going to lead with the Grotto. I just don't want any more lands anyways. So, use this as a Surveil land. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. I should have played this turn 2. The reason being is I have Pawn Prophet in my deck. So because I have Pawn Prophet in my deck, I should lead with Forest and then run this out and use the Surveil on turn 2. Anyways, let's go play the duo. Looks like they have a counterspell. That's fine. I have these blue cards, but they're going to be delayed because I'm using the Hidden Grotto. That's okay. Play my Reach creature. Definitely not bouncing a land. Not this time. I know it's there's some value in bouncing the Grotto, but you know where there's more value? Playing out my bomb 4-drops. Alright. Well, Offspring Paw Patch Recruit is definitely annoying. Huh. I probably want to play this. I think I just want to draw the cards. Man, this is going to be the most painful Wix Patrol ever if I use it on a Paw Patch Recruit. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Do I need to just start, like, grinding through these? It's so painful, though. I'm actually going to kill the Warden. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have just played Vren. I think I should have just played Vren. The problem is if I play Vren, I can't play anything else. The thing is, this forces them to have another removal spell. Oh, whatever. It's one of those games I see. Alright, give me another land, I guess. Nope. Okay. This is brutal. I think I may have just botched my sequencing this game. Maybe I'm not supposed to play the Wix Patrol. I don't know. But we just died to so many things from this spot. And I just killed like an irrelevant creature, but like, am I not supposed to play a creature? Like, it's just, ugh, it's rough. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. This thing flies too? Yeah. This is just too much. Shore up too? Alright, alright. I'm done with this one. Yeah, no. Paw Patch Recruit is absolutely busted. Like, the funny thing is I don't actually even have that much removal. And I think I just made it worse for myself by playing the Wix Patrol. So, I don't know. It's like I had the 2 removal spells in my hand. Scales of Shale might be pretty good against their, like, when they go pump their thing and then, or try to fight. This might be a pretty good counter. So I'm gonna consider Scales of Shale. And what do I want to cut? Probably just Head of the Homestead. All right, gonna keep this. 2 forests, 2 swamps, Pond Prophet. So we have the turn 2 Pond Prophet here. Hopefully we find the sticky tongue thing. Sticky tongue lizard. Baker's been doing. They have a nice little blue-green number. We milled our Scale of Shale. Our trick. Our trick! Oh my goodness. God, I'm an idiot. I needed to keep the squirrel around to get a food. Not that I have that much to do with the food. I wanted to minimize the damage I'd take. I'm not sure. Let's get the sticky tongue. What was this one? Valley Might Caller. Well, now I kind of wish I got the land. Although it's not too bad. Wow. Land? Alright, no land. So Rush Shield Rampager is going to be able to get in. We have a Wix Patrol again, and they have their silly Paw Patch Recruits. Like, just if you think about this as just an enchantment, it's just such an annoying enchantment to play against. And I can't, my board doesn't do a very good job of blocking the Rampager, but it's okay. We can play, I'm going to try to play it a little patiently here and make it so that I can just not block, but just take the damage here for a bit. I assume they don't need, I guess they could get a swamp if they're, I think, yeah, okay, so they're splashing something. They can sack the bell. Ooh, I see. This is a flying Rush Shield Rampager. Oh, I need to play a big creature. All my creatures are tiny. One, two, three. All right, and then I'm just gonna die to these stupid Rampagers. Oh my god. What an odd way to die. What an odd way to die. I think I'm just dead here. You know, honestly, I feel like I mostly just lost to these Paw Patch recruits. Well, the combination is really brutal because, like, now is the only time I can really go for a double block, and yeah. Good beats. I can't even talk about the power level. I just feel like it's not very fun to play against when that thing's in play. I'm keeping this because I drew the Innkeeper's Talent. I know that I don't have any creatures. I have the Nocturne, so I really just... I'm hoping that over the course of the next couple turns, I can just find a creature to play. Okay. This doesn't use my mana as well, but this allows me to attack next turn immediately, potentially. Ouch. Although now it's possible I want to just kill the Brambleguard veteran, because this could be a lot of damage coming in. Does this trigger off of lizards? Sure doesn't. I think I'm gonna just try to minimize the damage I take. The thing is, this card's just gonna be great later anyways. Ooh, Druid of the Spade, okay. Mistbreath Elder, okay. Alright, very aggressive start here from the opponent, so I'm happy I used the Feed the Cycle there. They're gonna bounce Baker's Bane Duo, huh? Gosh. Oh, this is such a beating. I guess I should have played Innkeeper's Talent. If I played Innkeeper's Talent, I would have had this be a 4/4. At 15, I just want to make sure that I have a decent board here. I will block the Mistbreath Elder because I think that card has the potential to kind of get out of hand. Okay. Man, talk about like a stompy hand, right? I mean, I'm trying, but man, this was a really, really aggressive start. Like, so aggressive to the point where I didn't really have the opportunity to play the talent. But honestly, I feel like where I should have just... I didn't think the mana was going to matter, but it did, and I should have just played out the talent on turn 2. Really? That's absurd. Okay. Okay. We're at 6 life. We're going to have to do some chump blocking here to stay alive. Running into some solid decks here. I did this over cash grab just because this... I don't know what I'm going to get with the cash grab. Oh my gosh. This is silly. Yeah, I'm dead. What an aggressive start. Like, I don't even know what to do. Is this what I'm going to have to run into? Man, that is brutal. All right. Keep this. Turn 1, Valley Might Caller into turn 2, Boned by an Orator. If I draw a green source, I can run out the Pawn Prophet. So basically, the only land I don't want is a black source. Rush Shield Rampager is fine. Forest next turn would be nice, or the Innkeeper enchantment. Or Daggerfang Duo also works. Alright, nice curve for us this time around. They're like, do I want to minimize the damage here? Because they're at 18 and they're taking 5, so I think this block makes a lot of sense. Good block from the opponent. What can we get back? We can get back Vren if we find a blue source or just the Sticky Tongue Sentinel. But this is still just 2 really, really strong attackers. And then we're going to follow this up. The Valley Might Caller is going to be a 4/4 next turn. Alright. They just somehow have just like a constructed squirrel deck. If this is a fine trade. Like, they take 2 damage, I still have a 3/2, and then I still have a removal spell for their follow-up play. So I'm happy with this. And by killing the duo, that makes it so that they can't use bite spells to use the Death Touch creature to kill my Rampager. And for a 1-drop, the Valley Might Caller in this particular game was incredible. Druid of the Spade, okay. Drawing the Swamp is not great. Well, this is lethal, depending on what they do. Okay, that can't block this. But they can gain life off the food, I guess. I can get back a Valley Might Caller, I guess. Oh, they could just have a removal spell for the Rampager, I guess. But then they have to block this too. I drew another Swamp? That's unreasonable. Alright, well this is still lethal. And then I can get back my biggest card in my graveyard, which is the Rush Shield Rampager. Alright, cash grab into a 3-tree Root Weaver. They have a... wow, they have like a black-green draft deck. Okay. Definitely getting back the Rampager. I'm going to keep this food around because I don't need the life. Okay, they sacked the food. They're going to go to 3. Let's offspring this. They have like the deck that we want. Okay. Well, we got this one. They've got a nice curve. Do I want this? I'm still leaning towards no. It's just a lot. It costs 3 mana. I have basically no lizards in my deck. On the draw, I don't know. If the game goes long, I think a well-timed scales can be very good, but... Alright, gonna keep this. Turn 1 Valley Mightcaller into, hopefully, lots of things. If we can draw a 2-mana creature, that would be nice, but of course we can just play Cash Grab instead. Salty opponent. I gotta hit them with the nice as well. Wait, how come I can't go nice? Oh well. This is a better play. What are they gonna do? Oh, it's probably the skunk. Okay, so this hand is... This is kind of nuts. I don't think it's the Wolverine or the... I could get the Vine Lasher, or I can just get the Ramp Creature. I think I want the Ramp Creature. This allows me to play Head of the Homestead, and then my Valley Mightcaller can get in for a lot. Okay, it wasn't the skunk, fortunately. Grotto? Okay, Swamp is also fine. Gonna hold off on attacking this turn, but next turn we can go Head of the Homestead, and then Valley Mightcaller attacks for 5. And then Rush Shield Rampager, Valley Mightcaller attacks for 7. Or they kill Valley Mightcaller, and I do nothing. Well, this is unfortunate. They're going to be able to get a squirrel. And we're not really punishing them here. I mean, it's really slow, but if they have like a bomby squirrel to get, then obviously this is fine. They have Thornvault, Forager, and Camellia in their sealed deck. That seems fair. That seems fair. Daggerfang Duo. Yeah, like I said, I just don't think that the power level of our deck is there at all. But we are gonna try to fight the good fight here, and that's all we can do. I don't have anything great to bounce. I suppose I can bounce the Clifftop Lookout to try to find a blue source. Fortunately, they can't go search for a squirrel this turn. So it's just like, maybe it's the Forage Murder Hero's Downfall card. Could be a Polywallop? No, Cash Grab. Look at this deck. Man, I'm so jealous. So they can get Tree Guard Duo, I guess? Let's see. 2 mana Forage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other squirrel that you control. Did they get a squirrel? So none of these are squirrel. Oh no, they can get Baker's Bane Duo. So if they get Baker's Bane Duo, then they get a food. Oh no, they get a food no matter what. But Baker's Bane Duo plus Camellia, like... I mean, what am I even supposed to do? They just play Duo plus Camellia and it's game over. Yeah. Them's the beats. We got him. We got him for 4. Hell yeah. All right, now hey, at least I get to show you what this deck is capable of. Look at what they're gonna do here. They sacked the thing, all their things became things, and then now look at all their things. Look at that, 2 mana, make a squirrel, put a +1/+1 counter and everything. They have another food. They have plenty of things in the graveyard to forage, so they can just have a giant army of squirrels, and I have nothing I can do against it. No blue sources. Can't attack anymore. So now they're gonna sack another food, make a squirrel, put 4 +1/+1 counters on their creatures. They can also forage if they like, using their mana. Or they can just go fetch another squirrel with Thornvault Forager. But if they forage twice, that's just put 8 +1/+1 counters on their things. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and get a squirrel. They probably have another Baker's Bane duo. No, it's a Treetop Sentries. I don't even know if they necessarily want to draw a card, right? Because you almost would rather just play this and put... It's like, is a card better or worse than 5 +1/+1 counters, right? That's the question. I don't know that it is. Also, is there a world where we can even win this game? I'm going to channel my inner Reed Duke and just not surrender. Although, man, I really feel like surrendering. Take it all. Take it all. At the very least, of my 9 lands, I wish one of them was a blue source. Oh, there it is. Not that it actually matters. But... Hello? No way, come on. No way. Oh my god. I wanted just a little bit of hope. Why did you have to extinguish all hope? Overprotect? You know, sometimes you run into a block constructed squirrel deck in round 4. You know, and them's the beats. Like, this looks like a sealed deck. You know what I mean? What I have. Like, I got some raccoons up in here, some froggies. You know, we just kind of trying to make the most of what we can do. And then on this side, they have the 2 best squirrels in the format, hitting me for 17,000 damage. Surely they have nothing. Surely. Oh, wow, they have something? It was a food? Oh my gosh. Oh, total devastation. Total devastation. Just do it. Sack the food, gain some, you know. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, okay. Here, this is what I'm doing. I'm giving my opponent, Kronos, a nice little confidence boost heading into the next round. Because they certainly have the deck. Their deck definitely is good enough. Like, absolutely good enough to make day 2. So, give them the confidence boost. Make them play out everything that they need to. You know what I mean? That's all I'm here for. That was a good draw. Look at our deck just trying its little darndest. Just trying its Just trying so hard. Wait, they didn't sack the food? They probably have a way to get this back. Or something. Yep. What did I say? What did I say? This is ridiculous. I have so much mana, I don't know. I think it might have still been better to sack the food, pump everything, and then kill my thing and get this back and whatnot. Like, how good is this even? I guess it's still... Okay, all right, I'll concede now. I tried to kill Camellia twice, and they've had an answer for it both times. Oh, man. You know, the good thing here is because I'm not a competitive Magic player anymore. Like, this is fun and it's good content, and if I do well, it's fine. But because my mindset and approach is completely different, the losses don't affect me as much, right? It's like I'm playing for a chance at winning, making it into the Arena Championship, but at the same time, you have to recognize in sealed deck, there's a lot of variance. Your opponents can have much better decks than you, so a lot of stuff is out of your control. You can just try to play the best that you can with the cards that you're given. And I feel like that's probably just a healthy mindset to have overall, just when you play the game. So we got beat. We got beat by a better deck. Now, I will say I am not a big fan of how I played my game against the opponent that had the Paw Prophet. Definitely not a fan of how I played that game. Essence, oh my gosh. Why are people doing this to me? Why are people doing this to me? Next turn I gotta, if I want Innkeeper's Talent in play, I have to play a Forest. Turn 2 Life Creed Duo into turn 3 Essence Channeler? That's not cool. All right. This card, this is a ridiculous combination. I just wanted to let it be known that that is a ridiculous combination. It's just such a bad use of my mana. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to do it. You get one more trigger there, buddy. Ooh, okay. Another creature? Big yikes. Oh, no. I hope they accidentally attack with Essence Channeler. Gosh, they saw it. Not cool. Oh. They're gonna just have a... Like, I have to find a way to kill this thing. But I just feel like I need to just keep adding to my board, though. Basically, I want to just add a bunch of power and toughness to the board so that the Essence Channeler has a tough time attacking. And then what I need to do is basically trade a bunch of creatures for the Essence Channeler and then use Feed the Cycle to kill whatever the counters get placed on. So like here and then there. And if they have a trick, they have a trick. It's like, yeah. What does this do? What does Parting Gift do? What did that happen? What happened? Did I get a fish? Okay, I guess I got a fish. Okay. Goodness. Okay. You better not have the pump spell. Okay, 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 okay. Good. We can now use Feed the Cycle on whatever. All right, great. Great, great, great. So using it there. Do I have a squirrel in play? No. I mean, this would be my squirrel in play. What do I want? Probably the Wix Patrol. And... actually, I don't really care about this, do I? Right now. Like, I can just chump with one of these. So I think I'm going to play this. And forage. 1, 2... I don't think I'm ever getting back the Valley Might Caller, so... then we draw land. We'll tick this up. Put a counter there. Alright. Starseer Mentor? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we chump. I'll lose some life. Okay. It's okay. We have Wix Patrol and Feed the Cycle. I can get back something with the order too. But let's go ahead and start with Wix Patrol. Hopefully we hit a 5-drop. We did not. So this is only for 4. That's unfortunate. In which case it's probably this. And then we pass. And then let's just keep adding counters to the sentries. Honestly, I should probably just kill this now in case they draw some kind of indestructible spell. One, 2, 3. All right. Okay, Brightblade Stoat is fine. Oh, they get to trigger this again. Sure. So I get to draw lots of cards with this, but I have to be careful as well. Just because, like, I don't want to deck myself. So what number is the correct number here? I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, and I have lots of good through 4 drops. So if I do it for 3, what if I do it for 4? I get to look at 8 cards and draw 4 cards. Is that enough? They're at 33. No, let's do it for 3. I just don't want to deck my... no, this is better because I can play one of my 4s too. So I get to put 3 cards in my hand. Okay. And then I have Ren the Relentless. I should probably just maximize on this right now when I can. All right, what can I get back? Nothing too crazy. There's a Sticky Tongue. I'm just going to play a bunch of stuff. Let's keep that. And then play this, and then choose not to mill. All right. I can put counters on the lookout too. I will sacrifice probably just Pawn Profit. So what can I do with Sticky Tongue? There's a Wix Patrol. But I don't think I want a Sticky Tongue Wix Patrol. It might just be the Grotto. I also have something I can return from my graveyard if I want. The Rush Shield, maybe that's better. Just giving me 2 big reach creatures when I'm at 7 seems pretty good. All right. Getting a very, very good board here. Can certainly sacrifice this Rush Shield Rampager. I'm going to probably start putting counters on this as well. Longstock Brawl. Okay. Sure. We'll sack the fish. Cash grab. No thanks. I have 4 cards left. Okay, that's good. I should have enough here. I should. $17 damage. All right. As long as they don't have a Wrath, we're okay. We have 3 reach creatures. I probably could have attacked with 1 more, to be honest. Okay. Boom. Okay. Innkeeper's Talent, that was a nice little back and forth game there. They have lots of flyers, so I do think I want probably this Glide Dive Duo as just another card, and then we'll just cut the head of the Homestead as per usual. Okay. We are on the draw here with a totally fine hand. 3 lands, Vine Lasher, Wix Patrol, Sticky Tongue, and Dream Dew Entrancer. Very, very solid. What is this? Oh, Fabled Passage, sure. Hey, that's good with the Vine Lasher. I'm going to hold off on the Grotto. I guess I have 2 drops, but we'll see what we draw here. Maybe I'll play it. The thing is, I just have plays, so I'm just going to wait again on the Grotto. Oh, no. All right. Fair enough. One Innkeeper's Talent deserves another. Yep. Them's the beats. Them's the beats. All right, now we're going to be looking for some kind of removal. I don't think I want another Grotto. I want to find, like, removal spells or something. Oh, geez. Big Brightblade Stoats. Big Stoats. I mean, it's a busted card. What can I say? Innkeeper's Talent is a busted card, and you will lose to it sometimes. Especially with the Stoat in play, like, that's just savage. Right? If they just had a Baker's Bane duo, it's not too bad, but they're playing a freaking 5/5 lifelinker right now? Like, are you kidding me? Is this real life? Man, I can't even stun their thing. It's got ward 1. Jeez. But I need to draw cards, I think? All right, that's good. Feed the cycle is huge. Absolutely huge. I can use that to kill the Stoat. I mean, I still have this Innkeeper's Talent that's a giant pain. Oh, it looks like it's some kind of bite spell. Ugh. If it's a bite spell, I am just... Ugh. Yep. Yep. Yawn. Well, alrighty, man. I could have really used the Fabled Passage in my deck. Oh, come on! Really? What? And a Zoraline? Like, what the hell? Alright, you got me. Okay. Now it's our turn to return. It is now on us to return the favor and do such things back to the opponent. Alright, I'm going to bring this share pot in and just board that out. I don't even know if that's correct, but they have a couple of must-kill answers, must-kill cards, like the Innkeeper and the Zoraline, so that's why I'm doing it. All right, game 3. Keep. This is a good hand. I got all my colors. Turn 2, probably 3-tree Root Weaver. That sets us up nicely for future turns. Now, we don't have an answer to the Innkeeper enchantment, but, you know. What can you do? Bark Knuckle Boxer, okay. Oh. Okay, Valley Might Caller into Pond Prophet, get the pump. And then next turn I can Sticky Tongue Pond Prophet. Okay, Hidden Grotto. Do I want that right now? The thing is, I welcome a land, and I have plenty to do next turn. So I'll hold off on the Grotto for now. Sticky Tongue Sentinel, sure. So now, oh. That doesn't kill anything, so let's play the Grotto. I will take another Sticky Tongue Sentinel. So let's do this. Sticky Tongue. Oh man, the one of Pawn Prophet being so amazing right now. Yes. Attack. I'm happy enough trading the Sticky Tongue. Although, you can technically go infinite by bouncing Sticky Tongues over and over again and putting infinite counters on Valley Might Caller. Infinite as in for every mana that you have. I don't think we're going to get to that spot, but... Oh, it targets tapped creatures too? See, I'm still learning all the new cards. Okay. I see, I see. Too bad the Valley Might Caller is dead. I don't want to play like a blind Wix Patrol. So I guess we'll just do another Sticky Tongue. All right. I mean, this is still not a bad spot to be. Although I am surprisingly at 14. Okay. All the Stoats. Okay, so Bark Knuckle is going to get in. Wow. Okay, Vren. Vren is a thing. All right, so I guess now I don't really want to attack. How many cards in my graveyard? I should play the Vren. I guess they could. Their last card could be the fight spell, but wow, 'twas a good draw. 'Twas a good draw. I'm at 11. I'm putting it on Vren here because they have the gift fish card, right? They have the gift fish card, so I want to make this bigger than any of the fight spells that they could have. Okay, so they have flyers, but it's okay. We have reach creatures, and we have the Innkeeper's Talent. They're top decking. This is a big turn. Wait, what happened? I got a rat! Nice! I got a rat. Okay, Zoraline. That needs to die. Well, I guess, does it need to die? It doesn't actually get anything back right now. But I want to hold this for the opposing Innkeeper's Talent. I guess I can just play the Bonebind Orator and then just start putting counters on my Sticky Tongue. It's kind of a messy board. I still have the option to play Feed the Cycle here. But I don't think I need to. All right, there's another swamp. I mean, I have to hit something, right? Just like, I mean, I have to hit something, right? All right, we hit a 3. Oh, we hit a 4. Good. All right. This should lock it up. All right. We drew the Innkeeper's Talent this time around. It was excellent. I'm going to keep Feed the Cycle as a combat trick. All right. Still alive. Wow, I thought we were going to die, but we are still alive. But man, we still have a very, very long road ahead of us. Man, these best of 3 matches are long. Look at this. I'm not even halfway. At least I get 3,000 gems. I'm not even halfway. A lot more battling to go. 4 more in a row with this deck. We'll see. We shall see. Just need to keep drawing as well as we did in that last game. It all starts with the 3-tree Root Weaver into just being able to play a million things. This one-lander is not going to get it done. We are going to certainly keep this. And, probably get rid of Head of the Homestead here. Turn 1 Bravekin Duo is not what I necessarily want to see. We do have the turn 3 Lookout. Ideally, if we can hit a grotto or an island, that would be awesome. Turn 2 Feather of Flight. Okay. It's a nice little aggressive start from the opponent. Nice. Cash grab with the Treetop Sentries is sweet. I'm certainly casting this now. All right, green-white bunnies. Phineas? Yikes. It's not Wix Patrol, I'll tell you that much. It's probably the Sticky Tongue. Well, here's the problem, though. They can give this +1/+1. Oh, but it doesn't have first strike or anything. Okay. So I have to just kind of play this out, or like the game kind of snowballs. But the problem here is if they just have anything, any way to push through damage, then it gets... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, sealed deck, ladies and gentlemen. Sealed deck. What is one to do? What is one to do? All right, let's forage. 1, 2, 3. All right, drew an island. Jeez, what a start. 1-drop Feather of Flight, Phineas into Intrepid Rabbit, into Banishing Light. Yeah. Into Okay. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Okay, any way to survive? I think Scales of Shale might be valuable in this matchup. And I think Stargaze might not be so good because they do so much damage to me. Alright. Stargaze is good against other slower mid-range decks, but in this particular matchup, I don't know if I'm even going to have the life total to be able to effectively cast it and have it be good. I have the Grotto, so I'm keeping. Definitely just binning anything that's not a land. I have to keep the forest still. Obviously, I would like Swamp, but... Just the literal same draw. Judge, I think my opponent stacked their deck. Could you maybe look into this? Some kind of investigation, possibly? Do I bounce this Grotto? I don't think so. Like, if I draw like running lands, it's so bad if I bounced it there. Okay. Innkeeper's Talent. Oh, don't read this. I need you to relax over there. Don't Banishing Light my Innkeeper's Talent, please. It's a 3/4. They got me. I'm a chump. What can I say? This mana situation, though. I mean, I did it to myself because I'm playing the Grotto, but man. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the Sonar card. Oh, there's the Hivespine Wolverine. Well, that kind of ruins our hopes. I think the Innkeeper's Talent was kind of our chance at being able to come back here. And still only find a green source here. Would have loved the swamp. Would have loved the swamp or an island. Our opponent's deck is very strong. Hunter's Talent here on the Sticky Tongue. So they can attack with this and this. Oh, gosh. Such is the nature, though. Such is the nature of Sealed deck. I've never been the biggest fan of Sealed, you could say. I mean, they're gonna do the thing. Yeah. Oh, Parting Gust, sure. Oh, there's the swamp. Too little, too late, probably. We'll play Dagger Fang Duo, I guess. No position to attack. We can gain 3 life here with the food. But they can also just attack for 1,000,000 with the Hivespine Wolverine by giving it trample. Hunter's Talent is an amazing card. Okay, just take 3 because I have no reach creatures. Alright. I need to kill the Bravekin Duo, I guess. I guess I don't have to kill it right away. Well, no, I need to keep up Feed the Cycle. Because they can just kill me with a Trampling Hivespine Worm. So now, basically, the plan is to... I think I have to kill Hivespine Worm. Well, we'll see what they do. Okay, well, we'll just kill the Bravekin Duo then. And then kind of the plan here, because I don't want to go to 2. They're going to still draw a card, which is unfortunate, but I want to be, like, I need a land here to be able to play Wix Patrol to have a shot. But we didn't. We don't have a shot. Yeah. Now it's just like the cards that they get from the Hunter's Talent is probably just going to be way too much. But, you know, we have a reasonable size squad here. Okay. This is terrifying. This is terrifying and tells me that I'm most likely dead. Like, I think I'm just dead. Hold on. This goes here, this goes here. And then we take 3, 4, 5 trample. I don't know. Yep. Oh my gosh. They had it all. They had it all. GG's Aloran, you had a very, very good green-white bunny deck. And this is kind of expected, right? You're just going to run into people who just have a much stronger deck. Honestly, when I opened my pool, I was like, should I drop? But I got to win these gems. I got to still give it the fight. And honestly, given my pool, this is not that surprising, right? Sure, we have a handful of good cards, but 1, our mana fixing was bad. 2, our curve wasn't good. 3, we had no removal, right? We only had Feed the Cycle and Wix Patrol. So it's like you need all of these things to come together. You need to either have a really good curve to kill your opponent before they beat you with power, or good mana to be able to splash all your things, or just an absolute ridiculous number of rares. And I just feel like, yeah, we had some rares in our deck. We absolutely did. But I just felt like this deck was just a little bit clunky and not enough power and not enough interaction to really keep up with the premier decks that you're going to run into. We ran into a really solid bunnies deck here. We ran into the block constructed squirrel deck earlier. And then we ran into the cash rabbit deck that just was able to beat us with, you know, just a bunch of tree guard duos, and we just didn't have any answers because we didn't have any removal. So honestly, a 3-3 finish is about expected with what we have here. So it's not super disappointing, but sadly, this is another qualifier weekend that didn't quite go the way that we wanted. I haven't really been able to make a deep run in these just yet, but hopefully we can do so in the next qualifier weekend. Now, the following weekend, next weekend, is going to be the Arena Open. So hopefully we can make a deep run there for $2,000, but it's back to some drafts until next weekend. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. Patreon.com/paulcheon is the link. Additionally, this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. If you want to pick up any kind of TCG singles or sealed product, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below. Finally, if you want Magic the Gathering supplies like playmats, sleeves, deck boxes, dice boxes, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.